If you spot a king cobra slithering into your garden, your first instinct might be to run for safety. However, this courageous dog had other plans. Faced with a massive 12-foot-long king cobra, this canine refused to back down, turning what could have been a terrifying encounter into a remarkable display of bravery. The tension was palpable as the two squared off, but thankfully, a fellow dog joined the fray to lend assistance. Now, anyone familiar with snakes knows that having a numbers advantage might not guarantee safety, especially against a formidable opponent like a cobra. Yet these brave pups managed to work together and ultimately fend off the intruder. Their teamwork reminds us of the importance of solidarity when facing challenges.
If you ask me, them dogs ain't do shit.
It's a heartwarming moment that showcases not just bravery, but also the unbreakable bond between these canine companions. Heartwarming moment that showcases not just bravery, but also the unbreakable bond between these canine companions. A furious fish along the way. Unbeknownst to them, they had ventured into snake-infested waters.
See, this right here, this where they messed up at. Snake-infested waters, and they out there fishing. They really tripping. They some brave-ass people right here. I wouldn't be nowhere out there.
While Cole was busy fishing, she suddenly spotted something slithering just beneath the water. While the couple admired their unexpected find, the rattlesnake was clearly unhappy about being disturbed. In an attempt to assert itself, the snake bit Cole, who continued to showcase the reptile despite the initial pain.
That's awesome. Oh God, it got me.
As the snake nibbled at her hand multiple times, Cole and Jay eventually decided to release the rattler back into the water. After the encounter, they tended to Cole's wounds.
Y'all heard that? This lady actually caught the snake. A lady. This lady got some balls here. And she ain't even got no balls. Crazy.
Fortunately, the snake was non-venomous, so she only required a few stitches. Nature can be unpredictable, and snake charmers are performers who mesmerize audiences with their ability to soothe and seemingly control snakes. For many, it appears as though they share a telepathic bond with these reptiles. However, even the most skilled charmers can find themselves in peril. In one harrowing clip, a 35-year-old snake charmer is seen performing with a king cobra. Everything seems to be going smoothly until, unexpectedly, the cobra bites his arm.
So this is what Johnny Dane used to do before he started doing grills. He was a snake wrestler, huh? Boy, this shit crazy, boy.
According to reports, the charmer lost consciousness shortly after the bite and was quickly rushed to a nearby hospital. There, medical professionals were able to administer anti-venom and save his life. However, he spent 3 days on life support as a precaution. If I were in his shoes, I would probably reconsider.
What, you trying to tell me he don't look like a young Johnny Dane? That boy look like Johnny Dane right there, boy. I'm just joking, y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying? Stay tuned to the video.
My snake charming career. Risking my life for entertainment doesn't sound appealing. This incident highlights the reality that we should all be cautious around snakes. While we may admire their beauty and mystique, no one wants to become a victim. Remember, it's always better to prioritize safety over curiosity. People go to great lengths to protect their young, and snakes are no exception to this rule. While these reptiles are typically known as predators, they can become fiercely protective when it comes to their own offspring. In this gripping video from 2021, renowned animal handler Jay Brewer finds himself in a precarious situation as he attempts to take a python's eggs.
See, that's where you're wrong at, man. He ain't find himself in this situation. He went there messing with this python and her eggs. Is you tripping, narrator? You is really tripping, narrator.
The moment Jay approaches, it's abundantly clear that the mother python is on high alert. She senses a significant threat to her clutch and is fully prepared to defend her precious eggs against any perceived danger. As soon as Jay gets a bit too close and lowers his guard, the python springs into action with remarkable speed and agility. Fortunately, Jay's quick reflexes come into play, allowing him to evade what could have easily become a dangerous encounter. It's a
I don't think quick reflexes had to do with it.
A vivid scene that shows even the most seemingly calm creatures can become fierce protectors when their young are at risk. Emphasizes snakes are truly masters of camouflage, often hiding in plain sight to rest or to stalk their next meal without drawing attention. In this fascinating clip, we see a group of snake hunters in Vietnam stumble upon a massive python that has cleverly concealed itself underground, perfectly blending with its environment. Reports indicate that these hunters were surveying the land for potential reptilian inhabitants when they unexpectedly unearthed the snake's hiding spot. As they began to dig, they were astonished by what they discovered beneath the rubble.
Man, these guys go looking for trouble, man. You see these guys? They going out here looking for snakes so they can get bit in the face. Boy, y'all are really tripping, bro. Y'all some brave souls, boy. I would not be that. But how much that job pay? I wouldn't be doing it.
It turned out to be one of the largest pythons you might ever encounter, showcasing the sheer size and strength of these incredible creatures. This impressive serpent appeared as if it had just indulged in a substantial meal and was now ready to hibernate peacefully. It's a reminder of how skilled these reptiles are at evading detection, demonstrating their ability to adapt perfectly to their environments. Such encounters reveal just how resilient and cunning wildlife can be, especially in their natural habitats.
Well, this rabbit right here, this is a brave bunny right here. That must be Lola Bunny. She protect her young. She wasn't having that. She took that snake head on.
Rabbits may seem adorable and innocent, they can be incredibly fierce and determined when it comes to protecting their young. In a dramatic clip from 2015, a black rat snake is seen coiling around a baby rabbit, seemingly preparing for a meal. The snake, confident in its grip, takes its time, unaware that danger lurks nearby and that the mother is close by. The rabbit's mother, sensing the imminent threat to her offspring, springs into action without hesitation. With fierce determination and instinct, she quickly assesses the situation and then focuses all her energy on confronting the snake that threatens her baby. The tension is palpable as she fiercely defends her young one, refusing to back down against the much larger predator. Despite the snake's attempts to escape, the mother rabbit won't let go until her young one is completely safe. This encounter highlights the incredible instincts of animal mothers, showcasing that even the smallest creatures can stand up against formidable foes, reminding us all of the lengths a parent will go to protect their child in the face of danger.
See, this is where this lady messed up at. Having a pet for a snake, y'all tripping, bro. Snakes belong in the wild. I could not ever in my life have a snake as a pet.
You know how some Daredevil shows challenge you to face your fears in the most outrageous ways? Well, I think I might just sit those out, especially after hearing this story. In a wild segment from the Netherlands, a pushed contestants to confront their anxieties. One brave contestant was tasked with opening a mysterious box, which she quickly learned housed a live boa constrictor. You might think she'd choose to bow out at that moment.
Yeah, this is where she messed up at. They shouldn't have been out there in the jungle, period. Then when she opened the box, it's a snake inside. Or now you want to wrestle with a snake inside the box? Lady, you tripping. You deserve to die.
But no. She pressed on with the challenge. Unfortunately for her, the boa constrictor took that as an invitation to latch onto her arm and didn't let go. Despite having 3 handlers attempting to assist her, the struggle became quite the Herculean task. The sight was both alarming and eye-opening, illustrating just how powerful these snakes can be when they feel threatened. This incident certainly serves as a lesson. It's best to think twice before provoking a slumbering python, especially when it has the strength to hold its ground against multiple people. Among the many snake species, rattlesnakes are notorious for their lethal venom and fierce reputation. They use their rattles as a warning signal to potential threats, but even that doesn't guarantee safety. In a cautionary tale from 2010, herpetologist George Van Horn found himself on the receiving end of a rattlesnake bite while attempting to extract venom at the Reptile World Serpentarium in St. Cloud, Florida.
This guy here, a professional, and he still got his ass bitten by a goddamn snake. This man, he do this for a living, and his ass still got his ass bit and had to get rushed to the hospital. Goofy.
George was no novice. He was an experienced snake handler who had worked with various reptiles over the years. However, he misjudged the situation and got too close to the snake during the extraction process, resulting in a painful bite to his hand.
I doubt he misjudged. I think it was just his time for his ass to get bitten. He been doing this for a living. It was his time.
Fortunately, the serpentarium was well equipped with anti-venom, allowing for a swift response to George's emergency. This incident underscores the unpredictable nature of wild animals and serves as a reminder that even the most experienced handlers can face unexpected dangers. It seems the rattlesnake might have just wanted to remind George that even in the world of reptiles, one should always exercise caution. In the wild, nature often plays out in dramatic fashion, and that's especially true for anacondas. In a gripping video from December 2009, a massive 6-meter-long anaconda roamed its territory when it spotted a prime target, a capybara. As the world's largest rodent, the capybara can reach up to 4 feet in length and weigh around 100 pounds, making it a substantial meal for the snake. While anacondas lack venom, they compensate with sheer strength. They wrap their powerful bodies around their prey, squeezing tightly until their victim can no longer breathe. Given the significant size difference between the anaconda and the capybara, it was evident that the unfortunate rodent stood little chance once caught. This encounter serves as a reminder of the raw power of nature and the survival instincts of both predator and prey. For the anaconda, this would be a feast fit for a king.
Y'all say capybara, I say 100-pound rat. That motherfucker look like a goddamn rat to me. And to that snake, he was delicious. Big anaconda took him out.
Demonstrating just how nature's circle of life unfolds in the wild. Camera, when a woman was attacked by one of the world's deadliest snakes in her own home. The massive python had somehow entered the house and ambushed her while she was cleaning. In the shocking footage, the snake is seen coiling tightly around her body, squeezing with deadly force as she struggles to free herself.
I don't know how true it is, but to me, this part of the story look fake. And pythons, I heard they not that deadly. They don't even got fangs. They got teeth, but they ain't got fangs.
The woman screamed for help, but there was no one nearby to assist her. The python, known for its crushing strength, wrapped itself tighter with every passing second. In a race against time, the woman managed to keep its head away from her face, but she was running out of energy. Luckily, a neighbor heard her cries and rushed in, using a broomstick to loosen the snake's grip just in time. This harrowing encounter left her shaken, but miraculously alive. Could you imagine facing something like this in your own home? How would you react in such a life-threatening situation? Let's to the surprise of encountering a snake in an unexpected place. For one unsuspecting customer in Thailand, this was an experience he won't soon forget. Captured in a 2017 CCTV video, the footage shows a bustling internet cafe where patrons were busy enjoying their online time. One customer, just finishing his session, headed toward the exit.
This was crazy right here. You see how the snake right there at the door waiting for a motherfucker to come out, boy? That's crazy right there. That snake finna ambush buddy. All he was trying to do is get on the internet.
Fully unaware of the snake lurking nearby. As he stepped out, he suddenly realized he had company. A rat snake had made its way into the cafe. Though this particular snake wasn't venomous, the sight sent the customer into a panic. It's safe to say that this uninvited guest created quite the stir among the cafe patrons. The little snake likely just wanted to find some warmth or a cozy spot, but instead, it became the center of attention, proving that surprises can come from the most unexpected places. This incident serves as a humorous reminder to always keep an eye out, even in the most mundane situations. One profession I absolutely wouldn't want. It's working at a snake sanctuary, especially when it comes to keeping those reptiles content and well fed. Sure, snakes can be managed, but they're still unpredictable creatures. You might be having a playful moment with one, only for it to suddenly turn and strike without warning. Take this incident, for instance. In a clip from August 2019, an employee at a snake shelter decided to interact with a large python, expecting a friendly experience.
Boy, this guy right here, brave, boy. This is his second scene. This guy must do this for a living. He wild, boy. How much you get paid?
But then, out of nowhere, the snake lunged right at his chest, catching him off guard. While this particular snake isn't venomous, the bite could still cause a lot of distress and panic. I can't imagine being in that situation. The scenario escalated when the worker attempted to pick the python up again, only to find it coiling around him slowly, as if preparing to consume him whole. The snake's strong grip must have been alarming, but luckily, he managed to reposition the snake just in time. However, the clear message was delivered. This python simply wanted its space, and to be left undisturbed. Next time, it's probably best to give the snakes their personal bubble. Any reason to ever try kissing a python. No matter how docile they seem, these creatures are still snakes, and they can be incredibly unpredictable. But don't just take my word for it. Let's look at what happened to a tourist during a zoo visit in Phuket, Thailand, back in 2016. This 29-year-old individual suddenly felt compelled to plant a kiss on a reticulated python. Why on earth would someone think that was a good idea? Honestly, I have no clue. But the python was definitely not in the mood for affection, especially from a stranger invading its personal space. Perhaps it was feeling feisty and wanted some interaction, just not the kind this tourist was expecting. As soon as the kiss was attempted, the python reacted, delivering a bite to the unsuspecting tourist's face. Fortunately, the handlers were able to intervene before the situation escalated further.
I bet she won't be trying to kiss no more snakes after this. Look at your ass, lady. Holding your wounds and trying to pamper yourself. Look at your stupid ass. Trying to kiss a snake. Crazy.
But the unfortunate tourist ended up with some pretty serious injuries. Reports indicate that they received around $3,700 in compensation, which hopefully helped cover the medical expenses.
In my opinion, $3,000 ain't enough for a snake bite to the face. Only $3,000? Shit must be real cheap over there.
This incident serves as a stark reminder: never underestimate the instincts of a snake. It's a good lesson in respecting wildlife and understanding that they may not be as friendly as they appear. Few places can rival Australia's rich and dangerous variety. This country is home to numerous snake species, and one encounter in particular took a scary turn for a little girl. Captured on video in 2020, the incident unfolded in Queensland when an eastern brown snake decided to make a sudden appearance, startling the young girl and her family. As they went about their laundry chores, the girl, her mother, and her sister were caught off guard when the snake lunged out as the mother was busy trying to lock the door. In the midst of the chaos, the mother quickly rallied her daughters to safety, though the process was anything but smooth. What's interesting is that after the dust settled, the girl's father finally emerged to see what was happening, albeit from the wrong direction. Talk about dramatic timing. His late arrival...
I don't feel like the dad was late. It seemed like he ran out the house as soon as he probably heard them screaming and yelling. That man came outside on point. Only thing he was missing was a stick or a pistol.
Added an unexpected twist to the already tense situation. But thankfully, everyone managed to escape unscathed. When it comes to dealing with snakes, it's a universal truth that these creatures do not appreciate being provoked or tested. However, one man seemed to overlook this fact entirely. In a rather reckless display, he decided to taunt a python, and the outcome was a lesson learned the hard way. The footage shows this guy enjoying himself way too much while playing with the snake. He even held it dangerously close to his face.
Here you go, another one. Another goofy. Want to try to kiss the snake. Look at him, blowing them kisses and stuff. And look, he got his ass bit. Goofy self.
Thinking it would make for entertaining content, but the python had other ideas. As soon as it felt cornered, it struck, biting him right on the head. That'll teach him not to mess around with a powerful reptile. Fortunately, the snake was non-venomous, meaning the bite didn't pose a serious health risk. However, I can only imagine how much it hurt. It's a stark reminder that snakes, regardless of their species, can react unpredictably if they feel threatened. Picture this. You're enjoying a laid-back evening with friends, sipping drinks and enjoying good food, only to be interrupted by an unexpected guest.
Boy, the snake had done slithered up like, boy, what y'all boys drinking on, boy? That Casamigos? Boy, let me get a sip, boy. Matter of fact, let me get a bite out of one of y'all ankles. Boy, they tripping out there, boy. It's rough out there in the third world countries, boy. I would not be out there that time of night.
In a bizarre incident captured on CCTV, a group of friends had their fun abruptly halted when a striped snake decided to join their gathering. Years ago, this surprising moment unfolded as the friends relaxed, completely unaware of the slithering visitor sneaking in. Fortunately, one member of the group stood up to stretch and was startled to see the snake coiled near his feet. Talk about an incredible stroke of luck. The guys quickly reacted, evading the snake and giving it the space it needed. The reptile seemed just as startled, and with some quick thinking, they managed to chase it away without any harm done. It's a funny yet eye-opening reminder that nature can surprise us at the most unexpected times. You likely know about the legendary Steve Irwin, the Australian zookeeper and conservationist. His dedication to educating the public about animals left a lasting impact, inspiring many, including his son, Robert Irwin. Following in his father's footsteps, Robert has also made a name for himself in the world of wildlife preservation. In a captivating clip from 2021,
Look at here. There's a crocodile dude's son. I ain't even know he had a son. His daddy died by a stingray. This is where he messed up at, try to get a snake a hug. That snake don't want no hug. That snake want to bite out your face. You tripping, boy.
Robert was seen interacting with a long python when things took an unexpected turn. Out of nowhere, the snake snapped and bit him on the face. Robert later explained that the python felt threatened and resorted to biting as a defensive move, despite having no venom to inject. While the bite wasn't lethal, it certainly left its mark. The video captures the moment, showcasing the extent of the injury. Even without fangs or venom, it's clear that a snake bite can still pack quite a sting. That you completely forget there's a potential threat lurking nearby? That's precisely what happened to a man named Gerald Haywood in 2017. While visiting a friend in Lawton, Oklahoma, he encountered a rather unexpected guest that would quickly shake him out of his comfort zone. As the footage reveals, Gerald had just pulled up.
This right here, where this guy messed up at. For having friends who own snakes and you want to go visit their house? Nah, bruh. I don't want to come over. You got killer snakes. You tripping.
To his friend's house when he opened the door, only to be confronted by a snake suddenly emerging from its hiding spot. This wasn't just any snake. It was a bull snake, measuring around 5 feet long. In a shocking moment, the snake lunged at Gerald, striking him right in the eye. In a flash of instinct, he dashed back inside and urgently asked his friend Rodney to take him to the hospital. Thankfully, the bull snake narrowly missed his eye, and since it wasn't venomous, Gerald didn't require extensive medical treatment. However, you've got to admire the swift action he took in seeking help so quickly. It's a huge relief that he ultimately came away from this unsettling incident relatively unscathed. In June of 2019, a couple of friends decided to embark on an adventurous sewer fishing trip in Miami, hoping to catch something exciting and unusual. They had identified a specific sewer they wanted to explore and were eager to begin.
Boy, them boys out here tripping, boy, down here in Miami. Boy, I ain't know they got snakes out here in the sewers like that, boy. That was somebody pet that got loose. These boys found a whole python in the goddamn sewer. Y'all
In their
tripping.
quest for elusive game. Fortunately, they didn't make the rookie mistake of simply opening the sewer to check for snakes lurking inside. Instead, they wisely called in their friend Jacob, a professional snake catcher, for assistance and guidance.
Come up yeah, I believe you can open it.
Yeah, it might get a trap in this.
Jacob approached the sewer cautiously, and I could feel the tension mounting as he prepared to take a look at what lay beneath. With steady hands, he reached into the dark depths, slowly pulling out what turned out to be a massive, 15-foot-long serpent. As they filmed the encounter, Jacob revealed the snake's enormous body, showcasing the impressive size of this creature. The thrilling capture became quite the spectacle, highlighting both the unpredictability of sewer fishing and the importance of having an expert on hand.
All I can say is, boy, watch out for snakes out there in the sewers, boy. I don't like snakes, boy. I hate them. All type of creatures, frogs, lizards, iguanas.
This experience was undoubtedly
Thanks for
one they
watching.
wouldn't soon